G'day guys, welcome to AFL Legends Unite. I'm Darryl Atkinson and today I'm going to be previewing the Melbourne and Fremantle clash, which is MCG at 1:45pm, so it's a Saturday lunchtime game today. And yeah, this is going to be an interesting game in terms of how Fremantle replicates their performance from last week against the Western Bulldogs. They're absolutely outstanding. Their attacking might was there to see, and despite the mass changes there, they still managed to really take command of the game and trample over the Dogs, particularly in that last quarter. As for Melbourne, they're coming off that loss against Geelong. They were highly disappointing against the Cats. They had their shots, they had their opportunities, but they just didn't. They didn't convert it. They just didn't convert it. They blew so many chances, so many inside 50s, and they had the game. They had the game, but they just couldn't. They couldn't get used to the conditions at Etihad Stadium. And it's been quite interesting at Etihad Stadium because there's been a lot of teams inaccurate, and I think it's to do with the ground. I really do. I think the ground itself isn't. The ground itself is fine. It's the players themselves. The players themselves aren't used to no wind, no weather conditions. They're not used to that. That's the only stadium in all of Australia where it's got a roof, and so you get a lot of teams that are very inaccurate there. As we saw yesterday, this twilight game of Good Friday twilight game between North and the Dogs, and it was so inaccurate. They're just not used to it. They're used to using the wind, they're used to using the weather, which is the right thing to do. In these circumstances, they showed understand that kicking straight and directly at goal helps, and not kicking it, not starting your approach on a very weird angle facing towards the boundary line instead of the goal. So, it's very interesting. It's very interesting, but yeah, because it's the MCG, this should be a whole different matter for both sides. Weather's going to play an interesting part to it. I'm not sure about weather conditions. Weather conditions 20 degrees, partly cloudy. So that's not really a bad thing for both sides there. That is true. We're meant to have rain, but we haven't had rain, so the Bureau never gets anything right anyway. Looking at the average stats, Melbourne dominates the disposal count on average, 428 to 383. Not bad there, not bad. Clearances, however, won by Fremantle Dockers, 41 to 37. Inside 50s is dominated by Melbourne. They had 10 more on average, 56 to 46. Contested possession with Melbourne, 144 to 135. Tackles, Melbourne smashed that, 67 to 49. Hit-outs are smashed by the Dockers, though, 51 to 39. So that's very interesting. That's very interesting. Looking at the last 5 games, and Melbourne have only won. They only won last time they played. Melbourne won. That was really the only game they won. Besides that, they all dominated and actually thrashed in every single one. They lost by 54 points back in 2015. In round 22, round 5 2015 as well, they were smashed by 68 points. In round 16 2014, they were smashed by 63 points, and then round 21 2013, they were absolutely smashed by, what would that be? That would be 75 points. Yeah, 75 points. So, yeah, not a really good history, but I don't think they'll harm the Demons too much. their captain Liam Jones has been outstanding for the D's. So has Nat Fyfe. So both leaders really have been standing up there, and it's going to be interesting to see who he is as that centre. You know, because you look at it, clearances and hit-outs are won by the Dockers, and the fact Melbourne doesn't have max score makes it a lot more difficult. So it's going to be interesting to see how Melbourne bounces back from last week's blunder. So looking at Melbourne's lineup, in defence we've got Melksham, Tom McDonald I should add, and Jaden Hunt. Half back we've got Jeddah, Frost and Jones. Centres and Vince, Oliver and Stretch. Oliver not doing too badly this year. Kent Wiedemann and Harms in half forward, while Garlett, Watts and Petrarca kept the forward, while Spencer, Tyson and Vine out of followers. Salem, Hannon, Neil Bullen, who's also been pretty good, and Bug on the interchange, while Trengrove, Oscar McDonald and Timothy Smith are all three emergencies. So Frost, Spencer and Bug come in, while McDonald, Smith are omitted, and Gawn obviously did his hammy. Jeff Garlett's playing his 150th game, so congratulations to the bloke. That'll be an interesting game for him, a good milestone. As for Fremantle, no changes at all. Defence, they've got Hughes, Hamling, Spur, halfback in Ibbotson, Johnson and Blakely. Stephen Hill, Lockie Neal and Bradley Hill all in the centre, while the followers in Sandilands, Fyfe and Mundy. Half forward and Weller, McCarthy and Langdon. Walters, Kirsten and Gray in the forward lines. Interchanging like Sheridan, Crozier and Ballack, while as emergencies they've got Pearce, Griffin and Taberner. So not a bad lineup here, but it's going to be an easy win though from Melbourne. Dockers did well yesterday, but it's not going to be a hot, humid climate at Subiaco. It's going to be a 20 degrees. I'm not really confident it will be that. I think it might be a bit more colder when the game starts. Windy conditions, possibly. So yeah, I'm going to go Melbourne with this one. I'm going to go Melbourne. Melbourne by 30. I think without Maxi gone, I think they're capable of winning the hit-outs with Sandilands there, Freo, and getting those clearances. So I don't think it'll be a big score. Yeah, not big at all. So yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it from me here at AFL Legends Unite. You all stay safe, take care, and good luck to both sides. And I'll see you in the next video.